All right, good morning. It's Friday the 14th of December 2018. It's 20 past 9 in the morning. I thought I'd do this little stream. It's only going to be a quick one. A little bit of an update and what's in this bag. Well, I'm not going to tell you actually what's in the bag. Well, what I'm going to tell you is I've been sorting out in the living room, as you know. I've got some more cleaning to do in there, sorting out some more boxes. Do a bit of vacuum cleaning in there. Hopefully get that done today. I really want to start doing some more DVR footage in the living room. Now I've actually sold it mostly out and got rid of a lot of junk. Been itching, but they ain't got bloody some kind of like disease attached to me, so I'm itching there. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some more DVR stuff overnight in the living room. I don't know if you already know, but I have actually put another camera in there. The original camera, you can see most of the room, but with this other camera I put in on the settee, you only see like half the room, so it's more close up kind of thing. So what I'm going to be doing is some more living room stuff. Quite a bit more doll stuff. But within the next couple of days, maybe I'll be getting onto this object here. Now, there's actually two things in here. They come in two bags. There should have been three actually, but the other one hasn't turned up yet. Now, I'm not going to show you what's in the bag, but it's going to be interesting because I've not really seen anyone do anything with this particular kind of like objects I've got here. Now, I've got some other items coming through the post, and all I'm going to say is that these ain't dolls. Okay, these are not dolls. These are handmade, crafted from particular groups in different parts of the country, and I should have another one hopefully tomorrow if it turns up. Might even turn up today, I don't know. There might be two deliveries today, I don't know. But three of them should have turned up, but only two turned up today. So the other one should turn up soon. I've actually ordered some other stuff which would kind of look really cool and interesting to go with these. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You have to wait until they turn up. I'm not saying that these are spiritually active, they've got any ghosts or entities attached to them, but you never know, kind of thing. You just don't know what could be attached to them. Now, the other things I'm waiting for is also handcrafted. And I've got some other stuff which is also handcrafted. So it's three different types of objects. All right. I've got these. I've got another kind of item that's been crafted. I'm not saying it's from the same group, from the same country, different groups, different countries. So the second one is different to what these are, but they will look nice with these. And then the third one is, well, I don't like buying dolls too much now, but these are actually special dolls. And they're not plastic, they're not porcelain, they're different. And I think they would all three go quite well together, actually. But what I'm going to do is, when I get the other one of these, if it turns up today, tomorrow, I'll open them up, show you them, and we'll probably do a stream on one, all three. I may even do an overnight stream on these as well. So it's like, there's meant to be three. I've got two. The third one hasn't turned up yet. So I don't know if I'm going to do a stream on a separate one of each of these, or do a stream with all three of them when the third one turns up. And then when the next batch of things, items I've ordered turns up, I will probably do a separate stream on those and show you what they are. And then I'll probably do a stream with these and the other separate kind of things I've ordered and put them together, because they will look quite kind of cool actually, and see if we get anything with that. And then when the third set of items turn up, we can try a separate stream on the third set of items, and then we'll probably do a stream with all the items together, like, you know, a bulk load of things, you know. I want to show you now, but I don't want to show you now, you know, because that's going to be spoiling it really. So these are going to be staying here in this bag until the third one turns up, and then I do like an opening and show you what they are. Some people might not like them. Some people bloody will adore them, I suppose. Some people might think they're freaky, while some people might think they're cool. One of them is kind of nice actually, but the other one was kind of like, you know, seeing the picture, it doesn't look too bad, but actually holding it is kind of like, ugh. It's like kind of a little bit freaky. So, yeah, I'm not saying any of these items I'm getting are spiritually active, you know, they got any kind of like spirit attachments or anything like that. But sometimes, you know, they can do, because I have seen videos where they do have spirit attachments to them. Although I've not really seen many YouTube channels or even paranormal shows investigating items like these. It's more of a rarity that someone might walk into a house and pick up the vibes of what these objects may be carrying. And the religion on these are completely different to what we are, you know. It's like, without giving it away too much, you know, I'm a Christian, you know, you've got Catholic, you've got Protestant, and, you know, you've got different kind of like religions over here in America. But in other countries, you've got like, I suppose, like native groups where they prey on like different kind of gods, like, you know, the tiger, the leopard, you know, whatever. So these are going to have different gods to them, definitely, you know, especially these here, right here. And they are used for certain parts of people's lives, I suppose. Now, I don't know how old these are, but I know that I've got one particular item coming through the post, which is well over 40 years old. And that, again, is high handcrafted. So it's going to be kind of interesting to find out if we get anything that may be attached to these objects. Let's say these ain't dolls, you know, they're flat, well, kind of flat. The other objects, the second bunch of objects, ain't dolls, but the third ones are kind of dolls. Well, one is, and one kind of is, you know, kind of thing. So I've got 3 different sets of things turning up. This is one, although I'm still waiting for another one. The second one is completely different to these, but they will kind of like go quite cool with these. And the third objects may go with these. You see what I mean? I'm confused myself. But I'm not going to keep buying dolls. You know, I've got too many dolls. I've probably got about 200 dolls. I think that's enough. I'm going to start working with them a bit more now. Unless I see one, you know, like in the charity shop or on eBay, which kind of like looks to me, or I can feel the energy, you know, because like sometimes it's that gut feeling I get, you know, oh, that doll looks, you know, kind of creepy, or yeah, that doll's definitely got something, you know, attached to it. But sometimes my gut feeling can be wrong, you know, kind of thing, and like I can get a doll and it might not be spiritually active at all. I do have many dolls which are, you know, empty vessels. And hopefully I might draw spirits in that might want to attach themselves to some of these empty vessel dolls, maybe later on, don't know. But I am going to try not to buy any more dolls unless it's like something kind of like weird and creepy, or, you know, I'll just get that weird gut feeling with it. I am going to be doing a stream, possibly an overnight one, with this character, which I've not done yet. I've not done anything with him. That is a wind-up toy, handmade, and it's made in Mexico. Not much information. Like, it did have a lot of kind of like black hair, well, felt in it as like it's hair, but it all came off in the box. So they didn't, you know, although they put a lot of like packaging in there, it kind of rubbed it off, and, you know, it made it look a bit. It ain't too bad still, you know. It looks a bit kind of creepy. But I have actually got another wind-up clock coming. A wind-up toy coming. You know, I'm kind of looking for unusual things now, because, you know, anything and everything can have a spirit attachment. Anything and everything can have a spirit attachment to it. But I don't want to be, you know, going out and buying dolls. I want to try to like broaden myself out, you know, expand and look for something completely different, you know, kind of thing. Now I've got ideas on other things I want to look for, but I don't want to be mentioning them because other people might think, oh yeah, that's an idea, you know, we'll get that, and, you know, we jump in front of Steve, kind of thing. Once I've got them and showed you them and done some kind of stream with them, then I don't give a damn if like 1,000 of you go out and copy what I do, because like every person's going to get a different results. Hello, Jackie. Everyone's going to get different results. You know, some might get activity, some might not get none. You could have two people with completely different items, but in the same category, and you could both be doing a stream. Like, you know, I could be doing a doll session. I could have like Paranormal Dolls or Rose or someone else on here, you know, doing a doll session. And, you know, we might get, you know, pretty good activity between us. So what I want to do is, if I can get some different kind of objects and work with those, you know, it's more of a chance than a risk, really. You know, with these, you know, it's possibly there might be something attached to it. I'm not saying there is, but there could be something attached to them. But the thing is, the spirit attached to those are going to be completely different to the spirits that are attached to the dolls. You know, it's like if you go out and buy a taxidermy animal, you know, and you start getting K2 hits off it, what you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting the activity from an animal spirit and not human spirit. But you might get a human spirit attached to it as well, because someone who taxidermied, like, you know, a certain animal, it could have been his favourite taxidermy animal and died, and his spirit's gone attached to it. But you might get the human and the animal attached to it, if you see what I mean. Now, I don't know much about these, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on these, to be honest with you. But once I start doing what I'm doing, then maybe if other people want to copy the idea, then I'm not going to start umming and bitch moaning and arguing with them, because like, it'd be nice to see other people doing the same kind of thing, and maybe later we could do a stream with each other, and, like, you know, so we both can like conjure up any kind of activity, you know, with two people streaming with the same or near the same kind of things. So, you know, that's going to be interesting, actually. But I'll tell you, they're not dolls. They're not dolls. Although I've got two more dolls coming, they're not like the dolls that I've got, you know, the plastic dolls, the porcelain dolls, you know, wind-up dolls, talking dolls, walking dolls, they're nothing like that. These dolls are completely different. I'm still looking for a voodoo doll. I think I have actually got one, actually. But no, I didn't realise it was a voodoo doll. But I think it is a voodoo doll. But I want to find one kind of bigger, you know, like at least that big, you know, 5-6 inches. I know they're not normally that big. Usually they're probably the size of a Barbie doll or something like that, you know, kind of, or half the size of a Barbie doll. But voodoo dolls are bloody expensive, you know. Now, talking about voodoo dolls, I think that would actually go cool with these as well. Oh yes, definitely be cool. But you know, so I don't want to be giving them too much out at the moment because I've got to figure out how I'm going to do it. You know, where I'm going to put them, because the way I thought I was going to be able to display these ain't going to be possible now. So I've got to find a way of actually putting them somewhere. No, because what I'll do is when I open them, show you them, you know, and I'll have them either on the bed or on the altar table for, you know, half a night or something. But when I decide to go to bed, I'll either leave the stream running and have them, you know, on camera for the rest of the night. But after that, you know, how many times am I going to be doing sessions with them? You know, if I do 2 or 3, then they'll probably stay on the altar table or something. But if I do 2 or 3 and say, well, I'm not getting nothing, that's it, you know, over and done with, I've got to put them somewhere. And I don't really want them in here because they do look a bit kind of freaky. So, yeah. It's just like, you know, trial and error, really. It's trial and error. If we get something, we get something. We don't, you know. We're not always going to get something that's going to be spiritually active and haunted, you know, kind of thing. Now, these came early at 7:30 this morning. Bloody postman rang my doorbell, and I thought, what the fuck's that? I thought it might have been one of the neighbours. But I looked at the little peephole when, you know, I saw the postman, and there's 2 packages. He gave me 2 little boxes which had cups in, but they weren't for me, they were for a different neighbour. So I just ran down and said, hey, these ain't for me, mate. I should have had 3 today, but only 2 turned up. So maybe the other one will turn up either maybe late on today if there's a second post. Because now it's getting Christmas time. Sometimes I do a second post. Or it might turn up tomorrow. Might not turn up till Monday, you know, kind of thing. But I really want to wait until the 3rd object comes before I start with these. Some people already know what I have got coming, but a lot of you don't. I'm trying to keep it a bit quiet, and if it gets kind of like leaked out, then I know it's the little group I hang with, and they've gone and blab their goddamn mouth, and I ain't going to be too happy, and I won't tell them what I'm going to buy in future. So I'm trusting them not to say anything, to be honest with you. But they are kind of heavy, you know. I can barely just pick up this left hand, you know. I can't pick up my right hand because my right hand still giving me a lot of pain. So it's going to be interesting. As I say, they might freak some people out. They might not want to come and watch the stream, but some people might think, well, yeah, that's fucking interesting. That's completely different, you know. Yeah, you know, I've got to sit and see what we're getting, you know, see if Steve gets any kind of activity from them. Now, I did stick a K2 meter on it a little while ago, only for a few seconds. Didn't get nothing. You know, what I done was like that. Didn't get nothing, but I didn't give it time, you know. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes. I'm not going to open the bag, you know, because I don't want you seeing what's in there, but I'll leave the K2 meter on there while I'm drinking and blabbing away. I've got some other ideas I'm going to be doing in the new year as well. Ow. So my eye just got scratched in. See, the thing is, these could have been cursed. That's another thing. They could hold curses. They could hold dark, kind of like energies. They can have hexes attached to them, for I know. No, it's kind of like, should I or should I, you know? Because it is completely different to, you know, what I normally do. Because you just don't know what's attached to them. I really want to get them out to show you, but I don't want to until the third one comes, you know? It's like, it's going to be better with all three of them. And they are completely different to each other, you know? Same kind of object, but crafted in different ways, you know, kind of thing. Some of you might even already guess what it is, but I've got to try to find it, you know, like when I do it, do I just like, you know, do it like I do with my dolls, say, hey, you know, if there's any spirits attached to these, you know, can you make yourself be known? Or do I have to do some kind of like conjuring kind of prayer, you know, and invite them in if there's anything there? Because with these, as I say, they are completely different to what I normally do. And if I conjure the same cup and it's negative, I ain't gonna know how the fuck to get rid of it. You know, I could be like tormented and cursed for the rest of my fucking life, for all I know. But I have seen that these can be used for curses, you know. So, I don't think they have got a curse, to be honest, yeah. I think more they're actually more for like oh, what's that word I'm thinking of? I thought they were actually made for tourists, but they're not. These are original items. They're not tourism things. They've not been manufactured, you know, on a fucking like factory or anything. These have been handcrafted, and these are actually. They might have been sold to tourists, you know, after they've been used for a little while, you know. But what I've seen on the actual listing when I've got them, that these have been in a certain family for a certain amount of many years, you know, kind of thing. Let me just check on it, see if there is much information on there. I've got my eBay open. No, there's nothing on there. Just tells you what it is, and that's it. Let's see if I can find one similar. So where I've got these from, the guy's got one more, and I was thinking about getting it, but it doesn't look as good as these ones. Let's have a look. You know, you can get these kind of cheap, but you can actually find similar kinds of these for, you know, from up to £300, £400, £500. I was lucky to get these quite cheap actually. Let me just have a look on this one, £79 one, because it looks kind of creepy. Right, nothing on that one. Well, that looks interesting, but I ain't paying 115 quid for that, no way. £455. No, don't think I paid that kind of money because I ain't got the money. You'll be surprised on how much I paid for these. And these are originally, you know, original. They're not like reproduction. These are real. Just trying to find one which might have some kind of information on it. See if that one's got any info. Nope. Yeah, can't find one which has got any information on any of them, which is a shame. Actually, there is some information. Now, I don't know how old these are, but they were originally started to be crafted in the early 16th, 17th century. Well, this little bit of information I've got here on a different one. I'll bookmark that one and read the information out on that later. But as I say, I'm not guaranteeing that, we're going to get any kind of like activity from them. So I'm not saying there's anything spiritual. And if there is anything spiritual, like, how am I going to communicate with them? They might not even understand my language. And I'm not going to start trying to learn a new language because I don't even know what part of the world these are from. But all I can say is it's going to be interesting to find out. Like, I have been told by Abby in the spirit world, like, it doesn't matter if you're English, German, Mexican, Israeli, Jewish, French, Indian, African, whatever. When you die, you actually start to speak English as your first language in the spirit world. So let's say that I buy something which is like that wind-up toy, Mexican. Let's say the guy only spoke Mexican, yeah? When he died, he's automatically able to speak English. But, although he was Mexican, he probably might want to speak more Mexican in the spirit world than actual English, kind of thing. So, where these came from, the person may have spoken a certain language, and in that country, it's like in the Philippines, for instance, yeah, there's more than one Filipino language. There's apparently like 250 dialogues of Filipino language. So where these came from, there could be like 60, 70, even a couple hundred different dialogues, and each dialogue is completely different kind of language. So are they going to be able to understand what I'm talking? Are they going to be understand? I can't even talk now. Are they going to be able to understand on what I'm asking them? Don't know. But not heard the K2 meter go off yet. Not seeing it flicker. So I'm not saying there's anything attached to it. To say, this probably might take a little bit of time for them to come out of their shell, I suppose, and if they want to communicate. Not everything that is spiritually attached is going to come out straight away. Like I said before, it may take days, could take weeks, could take months before anything happens. Just like dolls. You might get one of the most haunted dolls in the world. You've heard like so many stories about it. You might get one. It comes to you. You might not get no activity at all for the first couple of hours or couple of days or couple of weeks, because they're going to have to like rebuild your energy, I suppose. Yeah. So when the third one turns up, I'll definitely show you what's in there, and we'll probably do a stream that night. And if we don't get nothing, don't worry about it. I'll keep the stream running when I go to bed. I might close the first stream down. Have like half an hour break, then reopen the second stream, have them like on the altar table and have a second string running, you know, during the night time when I'm sleeping. And if anything happens that way, you know, because maybe they don't want to talk, maybe they just might be, want to be left alone, and when it's all quiet, then that's when things might start happening, you know, kind of thing. Hello, Julie. So, yeah, I would like to show you, but I don't want to show you until the third one turns up. No, if all three was here now, then I'd show you. But because all three ain't here, I don't want to show you these two. I want to wait till the third one turns up, then show you all three together. And as I say, it might freak a few people out. I might think, oh, don't like those, I'm not going to watch that stream. Well, I wouldn't blame you, you know, because one of them does look a little bit kind of scary, I suppose, but the other one looked kind of cool. You know, it really does look cool. Now, when we do it, you know, you be warned, because like, if there is a different kind of energy attached to it, it might affect some of you. You know, it might not. It's like anything, really. Anything you buy, you know, you come here because you take a chance and watching and hoping that nothing affects you. I've had streams where it have affected people in the past, and I can't help that. You know, I can't help you being affected. If you feel like you're being affected, you need to leave. But you know, I do feel there is energy. You know, I can feel the energy on them, but you know, I don't know if it's like just energy from, you know, the person who crafted them, or if it is a spiritual energy. I don't know. Time will tell, I suppose. Time will tell. But I'm hoping that not the third one leaves, but I'm hoping the other items will turn up soon. So I did email one of the guys on eBay, which I ordered, which will look pretty cool with these. I asked him if he could send them yesterday, and he said he couldn't because he was working, but he said that he will try to get them out today. So they might turn up tomorrow, if not Monday. But I'm not going to tell you what they are until they turn up. It's going to be interesting. As I keep saying, it's going to be interesting. And there's a message there. Let's see what the message says. Who the hell is Stephen A. Herman? I'm looking at getting another Ouija board, right? Let me just check on something. Six hours. See, he's put condition new, right? There's a Ouija board off. Well, I've got that wind up toy, yeah. It's got a Ouija board for sale, yeah. And he said it hasn't really been used, but it's been blessed by some guy called Stephen A. Herman, who's like a famous medium. Let me see if I can find him as a medium. Now there is a spiritual medium, Stephen Herman, who talks about spiritual beings and stuff like that. I don't know. I've got like 6 hours before the actual listing ends, and it's actually, you know, like handcrafted, made out of wood. So, you know, I've got plenty of Ouija boards, but this one does kind of like look okay, I suppose. It looks like one of the normal kind of like Ouija boards that you get for like, you know, 18 quid, which has got like laminated paper stuck to it, but this one's actually is crafted out of proper wood. Let's see what other stuff he's got. So he wants £30 a bite now, which I don't have. You know, £20 starting bid, £2.95 postage. Well, you got any dolls, Jackie, you need to get rid of? I'll have them off you, girl. Any unusual stuff you want to get rid of, let me know. I'll try to contribute towards the postage. But if you want to get rid of some stuff which you might think is active, no. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Jackie. Damn it, girl. I actually was asked yesterday, though, by one of my viewers if I want a doll. And I said, oh, yeah, I'll have one. Why do you want to get rid of it? I don't like dolls. Okay. So I might be getting a doll from someone. But yeah, I think that's it really. Nothing happening on that at the moment. But we will give it more of a test when the third one turns up, and I've got to sort the altar out so I can have them kind of like all next to each other. But as I say, you know, when I've got these, it's more of a not a fascination, but an interest, thinking, well, maybe, you know, a handcrafter, you got energy on them from the person who actually made them anyway. And there could be, you know, other kinds of energies, like, you know, someone might put a curse on them, someone might put a hex on them, or someone might put a good luck charm on them, you know. Could have any kind of energies attached to them. I thought, well, you know, if anything happens to me, I'm screwed, you know, because no one's going to be here to my rescue. So it's a chance and a risk if anything does happen here. I'm not saying it will, but, you know, if anything does happen and weird stuff starts happening, I will get rid of them. Now, I know I keep saying I want activity, but these can bring up some crazy activity, you know. It can be dark and dangerous activity. Because I've not really seen anyone do anything with these type of objects, you know. And I know some can probably be used for, I suppose, like certain rituals. One of them has, anyway. I know one of them can be used for a certain ritual. And that's the more creepier one out of them. So, you know, I might do some offline streams with them, and then, like, you know, until I get the other one. And then when I get the third one, I'll do one together. And if anything does happen, you know, during the daytime or evening, if I do any offline streams, I'll upload those after I've done the one with all three of them. I've got a headache again. But as I say, I just thought, like, you know, I've got to move away from dolls. You know, I need to do something completely different from dolls. Now, I've got so many dolls, I need to be working on dolls even more, you know. So I've got to start doing those again, 1 or 2 at a time, you know, and just do them a couple of times each. So if I've got 200 dolls, and I'll bring 2 in each time, and you know, try to get a little bit of information on through the ghost box or an EVP. So I still can't do a Ouija board. No, I should be able to do a Ouija board, but I don't want to take the risk on, you know, putting my hand down and pressing point to put too much pressure, because my 2 fingers are still giving me a lot of pain. So I really want to wait until, like, even my little fingers swelling up again. I just want to wait until, you know, my hand's completely healed, and that can still probably be another month or 2 before I know. You know, that finger's swelling up again. Yeah, that's swollen. Why is that swollen? Completely swollen. Different size. Yeah, it's swollen a bit. So I keep forgetting what I'm talking about as well when I get distracted with my bloody finger. And I've got to get some medication in my head. So we do the dolls during the New Year. Probably do something like, you know, in this week or 2 as well. But we start doing more in the New Year. Bring 2, maybe 3 out at a time. Do them like twice on each one of them. And try to see if we can get any names or EVPs of names from the dolls. So if I bring like 2 out, we'll do it one night. Then we might do the same 2 dolls again a night or 2 later. And once we've done them twice, then I take them back and bring some more in. So if I've got like 200 dolls, there'll be like 100 sessions, I suppose, of doing dolls. And that's going to take a bloody long time. So if I've done 2 dolls twice a week, or if I've done 2 lots of 2, that's 4 sessions in a week. And that'll probably take about, God knows how many months. But we will get back onto the dolls, but I'll still be doing some other stuff. Thinking of other ideas. So, you know, we be doing dolls, and if I think something else, we'll stop doing the dolls for a little while. Work on a new idea. If that works or not, you know, do that for a while, and then leave that, and then move back onto the dolls. So, like, if I do dolls tonight, I'm not saying I'm going to stream tonight, but if I do dolls tonight for a couple of nights until I get the 3rd one, then I can stop and do these. Oh, bloody hell, they are heavy. Do those, and then get that a couple of nights, and then do some more dolls. And when the second bunch of different orders come through, which will look cool with that, we do the second bunch, like I said, on their own. So we can think with that. If we don't, then we put them with these and do a session with that, and do that for a couple of nights. And if we don't get an open with that, then we do some more doll session and go back to those later, you know, a couple of weeks, couple of months later or something, you know. Because as I say, I don't know if there's anything really attached to them. It just means like waiting and seeing. But I'm going to shoot off in a minute, go out and get some shopping. I want to go to Mitcham, but the thing is, if I go to Mitcham, I'm probably going to stop at the charity shops and see if there's any bloody dolls there. And I don't want to be buying any more dolls. But there is a shop up the road where I have bought a couple of things. And he's got some like interesting things in there, but the one I wanted he wouldn't sell. So I still might go up there and try and, like, you know, get him to change his mind or something. But he might not. I'm actually looking at getting some ornaments as well, some kind of unusual ornaments. See if there's anything attached to the ornaments. Right, so that's it. I'm going to go. I need to go to the bathroom as well. So I may be on tonight. I may not be on tonight. If I'm not doing a proper stream, then I might do an overnight stream in the living room with the dolls more close up. And there's some K2 meters on there, you know, a couple of EM pumps, maybe the audio may be turned on. I might do it like with chat open for a little while, but when I go to bed, chat will be disabled. So anytime I do an overnight when I'm sleeping, chat is now going to be disabled because I don't want people coming on and start causing trouble, you know, especially the trolls and everything. Yeah. So if I do an overnight when I'm sleeping, chat's always going to be disabled from now on. Why am I not seeing the whole of the chat properly? Right, so I might see you tonight, I might not see you tonight. So whenever, I'll catch you later. Cheers for tuning in. Night all.